Okay, shifting on to your side. Line up the back of the feet with the back of the head. I'm going to have you place your fingers at your lumbar spine, and particularly, I'll shift to the back so you can see. So if you're here, it's really, you're going to work the lower side right there. So if you roll forward and you press your hip and your thigh into the floor, you should feel the engagement of the multifidus right by the lumbar spine right there. Then stop pushing, you'll feel it goes away. Little push. It's an isometric contraction right near the spine, and relax. And then 3, 2 more, 4, and 5. Okay, then feel that feeling of the waist is long. So if it's here, it's shortened. So feel that hip bone, that top one pulls away, and we're going to roll a little bit forward where this hip bone lines up right over the other one. So what I call the Frankenstein electrodes is this gluteus medius minimus sending current across the pelvis, and there's a feeling of these ilium bones holding the sacrum in the center. So you'll feel that when you float the knee and you keep your other foot on the other one and you roll forward and you push that thigh down, you should feel the electrode fires on the hip against the mat and the one against your hand. And then close. Draw the belly button in, stop urination, and feel that we're supporting the whole pelvis, stabilizing in the center. So it's like a container, it's like a box, and we have all 4 walls working. So you feel the abdomen in the front, you feel the multifidus in the back, you feel the electrodes on the side, pelvic floor at the base, and diaphragm at the top. And it's a feeling of organization. It's not hard, it's more just like you have to concentrate to make those places fire. 6, 7, 8. Does everybody feel their box? And now stretching those legs out, feel that top leg stretches and you turn it in a little bit and feel that length there. 2, still feeling the container feeling. Hold the belly button in. 4, feel the bones hug the sacrum. 5, abdomen draws in. 6, the low back feels like it has a little binder clip holding it together. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to go front, back, and around. And then opposite. Back, front, and around. Again, still holding the pelvis. Front, back, around, back, front, around. And then come on up. Take that top leg, cross it over, and give it a stretch. And then taking that hand and reach, side stretch, and up. Okay, let's take the other side. Heels line up at the back of your head. Rolling forward so you can feel that hip bone press and the thigh press. Lengthen the waist and feel that is long. Hands behind your back and feel that firing of the low back as you press your hip and relax. Lower hip push into the floor. Feel your back engaged 2. Turn it off. Engage and hold 3. Engage abs in. Pelvic floor starts to engage 2. Exhale. Pelvic floor, low back, abdominals. 1 more. Now we're going to add the top electrode. Open. Hug the sacrum in the center. Belly in the front. Lower down. 10. Exhale. Feel the abdomen draw in. 9. It's isometric contractions here. 3. 4. It's that feeling of holding the container. 5. And length. 6. 7. Is your waist long? Ribs holding that narrow feeling. 2 more. Isolate and support. And then stretching out the legs. And reaching up and down. You should feel the current going from those electrodes. Feeling the gluteus medius minimus firing on both sides. You're pressing into the floor, you're pressing into the ceiling. Drawing the exhale, pulls the belly button in. Shoulder relaxed. And 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to go front, back, around. Back, keeping that press. Front, around. And front, back, around. And back, front, around. And come on up, cross that leg over. Stretching through the hip. That's right, Julia. Give it some love. And then reaching that arm out. Stretch. Feel that you have as much space as possible between your diaphragm and your pelvic floor. Both sides of the waist are stretching. Now we're going to go for a front plank. You can go on your knees or your feet. And then feel that same feeling that we just did. You're going to feel that the hip bones hug the sacrum. Multifidus holds like a binder clip. Abdominals draw in with that exhale. You can almost feel like you're widening your knees or your feet to feel the electrodes firing, to have those ilium bones hug that sacrum in the center. And then coming up to the knees, clasp the hands behind the back and open the chest. Feel the hips push forward. Now the sacrum is right here in the center, so there's that feeling of a wrapping around and letting the sacrum come through that stretches the front of the hips. Now you want to grow taller as you do this, not shorter.